I just want to note that I keep thinking someone is watching us, and it is just
Blake.
this Blake. It's fine.
He is watching over us. Hello and welcome back to Julia Tries Everything, our final season. And we are at Blake Shelton's Ole Red. Yes, you heard me correctly. The Blake Shelton. We are going to be trying every single thing on his menu today. That's all the appetizers your heart could ever dream of. Cocktails, drinks, more drinks, entrees, sandwiches, burgers, Gator. Yes, we are actually having Gator. Dessert. Did I mention that we're also taking a shot? We ready to go?
Yeah.
You're not gonna do your, say like yeehaw. Yeehaw.
Yeehaw.
Oh, that's the
Honkytonk.
Your country accent upsets me. Thank you. We are starting with a shot. Do we tell people what time of the morning it is?
Do we?
No. Comment down below what time you think I took this shot at. We're gonna start with a moonshine, peach schnapps, cranberry, and pineapple. Do you want to take a little sip before I do? So that, because I'm gonna shoot it, but I want you to taste it a little bit.
Oh, that's dangerous. It's incredible. I would even sip it.
Should I sip it first before I shoot it?
Sip it first. Pinky's out.
This is something that an underage me would have freaked out at and loved. It's a little tart, it's a little fruity. This is the way you start the day. I have nothing in my stomach besides coffee and water, and now I'm gonna have moonshine. Okay. You know, shots aren't supposed to taste so good. You want your shot to taste bad so you don't take another one. We have the Redneck Nachos. That's tortilla chips, taco meat, white queso sauce, corn salsa, pickled red onions, black olives, and avocado cream. I already got this avocado cream in my hair, and I can tell you it's delicious.
I have been known to order a tray of nachos as an entree. Do you think that this is a good entree?
I love the cheese sauce. I think it's better than just like melted pieces of cheese. I think it's just creamier. It's just hitting the right little bits. What we have here is the Southern Tater Tot Poutine. Pulled pork, white gravy, fried cheese curds, green onion, fried eggs, and Ole Red hot sauce. Gosh, Chelsea. I feel like this is right up your alley, isn't it?
This is 100%.
Oh my
everything
gosh. Oh no. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm a professional. Wait, oh no, it's in my hair. I want the cheese curd. I want that white gravy. If you're not familiar with cheese curds, what you want is a little bit of a squeakiness when you bite into it. You want it to kind of like fight you back for a moment. And that's what this one does. God bless it. Enjoy. Please enjoy it. It's hitting like,
Oh my God.
this is brunch.
Mm-hmm.
The nachos don't even matter to me anymore. This matters. We have the Redneck Shrimp. Crispy shrimp, extra crispy, with barbecue street corn, cilantro, Fresno peppers, and a spicy sauce. So this is Ole Red, Blake Shelton's answer to the Bang Bang Shrimp phenomenon. I will take another bite on camera to act like I haven't had this before, when you can literally see I took a bite out of it. I'm being honest though. That's my review. I'm giving myself a moment. Because it's not sriracha based, or maybe it is, but it's like a super creamy sriracha. It's super tangy and has that mayo base to it. I'm in love with this. This is impossible to share. I will say the breading is so thick and the shrimp is so big that some of the breading is gonna kind of fall off a little bit, but that's not a problem to me. I think it just means it's like extra juicy. We're gonna take a drink break and do the Blake Arena. We have vodka, vanilla, lime, and club soda. They have 4 different flavors. So there's strawberry, peach, mango, and wild berry. We did wild berry because it looks the cutest. I'm alive again. I had a moment where I wasn't sure if I could carry on. Refreshing as hell. Wow. A lot of the restaurants that we go to do really potent drinks. Potent when it comes to sugar, flavor, syrup, alcohol. Sometimes it just gets really intense. And for me, that means that I'm not gonna wanna order a second one. This drink has the right amount of like vodka and wild berry flavor, but it's not to the point where you can't finish it and order a second one. Like, it's so good that you can order more and you're not tired of it. Up next, we have the fried pickles and green tomatoes. There are 3 sauce options. You can do Ole Red barbecue sauce, white barbecue sauce, or ranch dressing. I believe, did we get the white barbecue sauce? We did. Wow. It's interesting because at most Southern restaurants that you go to, it's really thick slices. I've never seen the green tomato sliced to this thin because a lot of times they're just so juicy and everything falls out of it. So this is very impressive already. The white barbecue sauce is kicking. That is incredible. One second, let me do that again. I'm gonna do it with a pickle. I want that, I want to drink that. Fried chicken wings by the dozen. And then there's 4 different sauces you can do. You have Ole Red Hot, Ole Red Barbecue, Peach Habanero, and Korean Barbecue. We did the Ole Red Barbecue. It's much sweeter than I expected because I think we've had a lot of heated things on the table so far, very kind of like spicy adjacent. I wouldn't say anything we've had is like super spicy to where I need a drink immediately. Where this is much more sweet and tame and almost candied. I don't mind it. It's just that I think that I'm a spicy girl, so I'm gonna go for something that has a little bit more of a kick than something that's sweet. But if you love your sweet barbecue sauce, you love that kind of like sugary brown sugar flavor in the back of your throat, you're gonna love this. For me, I recommend the poutine. Not only is it the cheapest, but it is a bang for your buck, delicious as hell, and you're not gonna get this anywhere else, without a doubt.
Oh my God, I had a heart attack. Round 2.
Oh my God.
2.
Thank you. Doesn't that look juicy? That's a juicy sangria. And these are juicy looking burgers. We are in the notorious messy round of the day, burgers and handhelds. We are gonna start with a super classic Bluetick Burger. This has your lettuce, tomatoes, onions, and we added some white cheddar cheese because of course we had to. Anyways, Bluetick Burger, it's not about like the ticks you get on you. It's about the hound, the dog, not ticks. Did I clarify? Is that
Clarified?
Okay, great. First things first, this bread is plushy. It is just thick bread. Love the shredded lettuce instead of doing those big pieces of it, and when you tear into it, it just feels like cheap and gross for some reason. Having it shredded like this almost makes it feel like it's arugula and feels fancy. It has the right amount of fatty saltiness going on, and it's a very simple, fresh burger. It doesn't need all the sauces. It doesn't need all of the crazy things that we're about to see on the table. I like that this is just simple and easy. If you can make a simple hamburger, let alone cheeseburger, taste good, that gives me very strong feelings for what we're about to try next.
There's no way that you can do a slow-mo with that and like survive. So I think you should try doing this.
Okay.
All right, let me cue it up.
We have the Southern Gentleman. It is Wagyu beef, fried green tomato, bourbon onion and tomato jam, pimento cheese, and a secret sauce. A lot of people who are working here are telling us that this is their favorite burger. And they also told me you need a fork and a knife to eat it. I don't know why I'm holding it like this, but this is the only way to hold it. It's very heavy and very, oh my gosh. I'm trying to think if this is the messiest burger I've ever had. It could be up there. Because you ruined my makeup. I'm using a fork and knife now. You made me angry. It has no business tasting this delicious. The pimento cheese, oh, wow. This tastes like something that my Mima would make. Like it tastes like straight up Southern, good eating, delicious burger. Like, this thing is just dripping out pimento cheese. So it has a little bit of a spice to it, but I'm not gonna say, I really say that because it's just so cheesy and so beefy and fatty, you're barely tasting any spice. That tomato jam is shining. It is glorious. This, I would ask for more pimento cheese just so I could use it for the tater tots. That's what I would want. It is a really thick green tomato on here because we were talking about earlier with the fried green tomatoes that we had in the app round. Those were super thinly sliced, so it's good to know that they also do big slices, big thick slices. Okay, wow, this could be gross or amazing. These are like little baby hash browns. Like, I don't even want to look at the French fries on the table. Why would I? Moving my things around as I do my fun fact. Fun fact time. You're like, why are we at Ole Red? What is Ole Red? So there's 5 locations and the 6th one opening very soon in Vegas. 3 of them are in Tennessee. One of his locations is in Tishomingo, Oklahoma, which is his hometown, which I think is really sweet that he did one in his actual hometown that, you know, it's not like a big city area, but he was like, I'm damn well gonna put my own restaurant in my own place. And every single location has not only the bar and restaurant, but a whole venue space. It's a real venue. Like, Blake Shelton performs here. People from The Voice perform here. He's not playing around. When he decided that he was gonna do a music venue in a restaurant, he was like, oh no, I'm gonna make this look like I wanna be able to perform here. There's a very, very important band that is playing here later that I can't talk about, but there's big people who play here, and that's amazing. Oh wait, can I continue my fun fact? One of my favorite parts is that they do honky-tonk, and they do like parties and dances on Fridays and Saturday nights at this location, but I'm sure the natural location's like every single night. So you can come and it's like a dance party with actual live music and like shots on the side. Up next is the Austin brisket sandwich. This is on every single Ole Red menu. It's smoked brisket, chorizo hot link, vinegar slaw, onion straws, white barbecue sauce, pickled okra. It's a custom menu depending on which Ole Red you go to. Like, yes, you're gonna find the hash browns on a lot of the menus. You're gonna find some of the similar burgers, but they try to make sure it's customized to the location that you're in. Frizzles, slaw. Ooh, this sauce. Wait, is this the same sauce we had earlier? Let me look. Is that correct? The white barbecue sauce. We love the white barbecue sauce. Wow, that was the worst cut job I've ever done. Oh no. I am never gonna be the one who cuts the turkey at Thanksgiving or anything like that. Can you see that?
Yo, she looked meaty.
Brisket and hot links. This is gonna be, yeah. Oh, it's spicy. Woo. Where is it coming from? Where? Blake! Okay, this is meat overload. I'm crying and sweating, but I'm loving it. Ooh, and it's like really, do you see? It's like on the griddle. It's like very, it's crispy too, and it has like a snap to it.
Should I just eat the whole thing?
Yeah, just eat the whole thing.
Does
it? It's like breakfast, but not breakfast. It's spicy breakfast.
This is gonna make my face start sweating.
This burger is so much fun. I love that they give you a hefty amount of brisket. Like, do you see there's like layers over here? She's spicy. It's still, we have to do a drink break.
Yeah.
We're gonna move right on into the drink and you need it too. We need alcohol. We have the No Vacancy Red Sangria. That's a Cab Sauv, apricot brandy, and some fresh fruit. So this is super, super simple. All right, I'm just immediately drinking it. I need it. Oh. I have a huge, huge bone to pick with sangrias. They're always so sugary, and the moment you sip it, you're like, I have a hangover. This, because it's just brandy and the wine, and then I feel like they did a drier cab or something because it's not giving overload sweetness. I will say, for me, it's a little bit too like thick, juicy, where this feels like it would fill me up really easily, and I don't think I'd be able to have a second one. That's how I base my drinks. We have the pulled pork barbecue sandwich, a vinegar slaw, pickles, and a potato bun. I do this first. Oh. This is an extremely sweet pulled pork. It tastes like something that someone made with love, and it just tastes like home. It's very, very nostalgic for me. The one thing I would say is if you do like anything spicy, this is on the sweeter side, so I would just add like one of their hot barbecue sauces or hot sauces on it, and I think that would like amp it up a little bit for you. I'm not eating it with the bread because I liked it on its own. We have the Some Beach fish sandwich, fried grouper, lettuce, tomato, onions, tartar sauce, pickles, and a sesame seed bun. I swear burgers are getting taller every day. I don't remember them being this tall. Like,
That's the size of your head. Like, straight up.
and reminder, I have a huge head. Oh my,
Wow.
this is the day. When you come to Ole Red, bring napkins with you. They have napkins here, but bring extra. Okay, I need to have the grouper on its own. But it tastes like they almost already put malt vinegar on it. It reminds me of how catfish tastes, or the texture. Wait, is grouper catfish? Nope. Okay. Just had to make sure. I was like, I'm not saying something really stupid, am I? But it does remind me a lot of it. Personally, I don't need this as a sandwich. I want all these pieces as is. Like, I would deconstruct it and eat it like how you would eat chicken tenders. It really does have, it's slightly, ever so slightly fishier than your typical fish and chips. I love that. I have no complaints about it. I do think it is the Southern Gentleman that wins. There's no doubt about it. It's messy, it's glorious.
I was like, oh, the one you're mad at me.
The one that up my makeup, it's fine. I forgive it because it's the best. If something's gonna mess up my makeup, it's gonna be the best of the best. Southern Gentleman, bring your napkin bib. Eat it with a fork and knife. Don't be a hero. Don't try to be, courageous. So we have Executive Chef Mark here. This is considered like the big round. This is, the glamour of the day. Question for you. What is your favorite on the table?
I'd say my number one choice is the smoked alligator wings, unique to Orlando. People always ask, an alligator has wings? Well, they do. So it's the hind legs of the alligator. We rub them, we brine them, we smoke them, we fry them, and then we toss them in orange barbecue sauce. It's our number one seller.
This could be a good round, I can tell. I Googled, what does alligator taste like? And it says, alligator meat has been described as having a mild flavor and a firm texture. It tastes like quail with a mildly fishy flavor and is often chewy depending on preparation. Since alligator meat is lean meat, it has a low fat content, aka alligators are working out all the time. As Chef Mark said, these are the barbecue gator wings. They are 24-hour brined and smoked alligator, cheddar smashed potatoes, a vinegar slaw, and an orange barbecue sauce. I've never had alligator before. I like the swamp flavors. Like anything that has like that little bit of like extra saltiness to it, I like. So I think I'm gonna enjoy it. I'm just trying to get over the idea of like this alligator swimming around with no back legs now. Okay. It is a tougher meat. I don't know why Google told me it's gonna taste like quail and fish. It does taste like chicken. It tastes like a tough chicken. Like a chicken that worked out a lot. I was worried, I think my main worry actually was not about the alligator, was that the sauce was gonna be too sweet, but it actually complements it perfectly. Because it is so smoked and blackened here, it makes it so that it kind of brings out this other flavor. So it's not just that one note like smokiness and like dark meat. That orange is really brightening it up, which I'm enjoying. But it's also like, this is a Florida delicacy. When in Florida, you eat your gator.
Oh,
Here you go.
am I just, oh.
Yeah, just go for it. I'll give you a little wet
I
nap
mean,
after.
I
I think, honestly,
wait, it's a mental game.
it's a
Hold.
mental game, but like, alligators aren't that cute. It's not like it's not like eating a puppy. Sorry, that was up to say while you're eating it.
There's the teeniest of swamp funk.
Swamp funk. I'll take that. Yeah, like,
But like, earth.
it's earthy. Yeah. You can taste, I mean, if it tastes like it came from like the fresh, clean water, wouldn't you be a little sussed out? You'd be like,
Yeah.
where was this gator grown? If you are coming to Florida and you're able to get gator wings like this, and this is prepared delightfully well, you have to try it. Like, you have to try something at least once. I am now messy and I'm gonna get a wet one though. Do you want a wet one as well?
Please.
Okay, 1 second. We just learned something about why the alligator doesn't taste especially gamey and like extra swampy, is because the brine is a 24-hour bath in Sierra Mist, which I've never thought about. I mean, I've heard about people brining things in Coke or in Dr. Pepper or in root beer, but I've never thought of doing it in a like Sprite Sierra Mist, like a light colored soda. Yeah. That's fascinating. I can't believe we didn't pick up on the Sierra Mist flavor when we were eating it. Up next is the Headed South. It's bourbon, pineapple juice, lemon. Oh, I can never pronounce this one correctly. Orgeat. It's the almond one. And Angostura bitters. I love the froth look to it. Also, crushed ice, God bless. Oh, this is my drink. I would never think of the pineapple juice with the bourbon, but it's lovely. It's kind of giving a little bit of a Margaritaville meets this honky-tonk South put together in one cup. There's these pineapple candies. They're in little triangle gummy shapes. It's like if you had one of those, but kind of add it, and then you had a pineapple Sour Patch Kid. Mix those together with a little bit of like an orange flavor. We have the Country Boy Smothered Pork Chop. We have the 10-ounce double cut chop, mushroom gravy, and cheddar smashed potatoes. The cheddar smashed potatoes have an amazing cheese pull. We were talking about the pork chop and I went, but the cheesy potato. It's gonna be delicious.
Oh.
I'm transported to heaven. We have the potatoes, the red potato skins in here. It's fluffy. It has a little bit of a tanginess, almost like they put maybe like a sour cream or something in here. Smothered pork chops. I feel like we haven't had something like this since Cracker Barrel. Smother me. I'm happy. You love your gravy as well, right?
I love gravy.
But how do you feel about pork chops?
It's hit or miss for me too.
I typically, like, it's not something I'm gonna go for on the menu because I don't trust that it's gonna be good.
Right.
And then you don't wanna waste, you know, like you're going out to dinner, you don't wanna get something and then have regrets.
She's beautiful. Umami bomb.
And it tastes just like, it's not something that's super elevated in like this like fancy dish necessarily, but it tastes so amazing and it tastes like home. Oh wait, can we do the cornbread? Anytime you can give me a tiny little skillet, I'm in. We have the honey drizzled skillet cornbread with a whipped honey butter. Why does cornbread smell so good? This tastes like dessert. The center of the cornbread is like the center of a cinnamon roll. That is really, really hard to share. Like if I got this for the table, I'd be the total evil asshole that just cuts out the center and like takes it for myself. I would order this for a dessert. I would ask for like a plop of vanilla ice cream on it. Oh my God, like a salted caramel or salted something on top of this ice cream. I could work here now. I can work here. Menu. Fun fact, Ole Red, yes, this is a country singers restaurant and bar venue, but they don't just do country music here. You can see so many other artists and they're like A-list people that come here. And there's actually people from the show, The Voice, the actual contestants will come and perform at different locations. I actually had on here that he has alumni members from Team Blake that will come and perform at his locations. We have the Hell Right NY Strip. That's a 12-ounce Cajun spiced blue cheese crust with onion straws and natural cut fries. The broiled blue cheese on here, which is, oh my gosh, it is gorgeous. It really reminds me of like when you get the marshmallows on top of your sweet potato casserole, like the way that it's just really toasted looking. Also, cutting into this steak, just saying, extremely juicy, easy to cut. This is for blue cheese lovers and blue cheese lovers only. You have to, oh my, it's a very thick coating, blanket of blue cheese on here. And even though the meat is thick, like that's a thick cut right there, extremely juicy, that blue cheese, like it really comes out. It's a really strong blue cheese. If you had some bourbon with you, a red wine, have this with your French fries. This is incredible. The blue cheese is like making it extremely salty too. It's like a salt, cheesy bomb in your mouth. We have the blackened shrimp and grits. We have white cheddar grits, tasso ham gravy, blistered cherry tomatoes, and arugula salad. I can never decide if shrimp and grits is a breakfast item, a lunch item, or dinner. I mean, I'm happy to have it for all meals, but really, like, which one is it? Get a little bit of everything. The cherry tomatoes have like kind of a pepperiness to them. I was rechecking the menu to look because I was like, oh, you know what? It might be the gravy. The gravy might be where I'm tasting like a pepperiness. 1 second, let me see. Yep, okay. So there's like a red bell pepper flavor going on. We know how I feel about bell peppers, but I'm actually welcoming it in this dish. This is just the right mix of like, I feel like I've said comforting probably 6 times in this video already. But this again is a really comforting dish. It seems like it would be light, but it's not at all. It is this sits in your gut. You know what I mean? Like not your stomach, but your gut. This is a good amount of shrimp in here. Like they're also the big pieces of shrimp. It's not like those tiny little sad ones that like they're totally skimping you on. I'm having a really hard time because you definitely need to get the skillet of cornbread for the table. But that's not like, I wouldn't say that's my favorite meal because it's not a meal, right? Same with the like you have to get the gator wings for the table. So gator wings and skillet you need to get for the table because you need to try it. When it comes to the meal, I'm really torn between the pork chops and the shrimp and grits, but I'm gonna go with the pork chops. I think that pork chops are very rarely done right at a restaurant, and finding a place that does do it right, you need to appreciate that and order it. Also, you're gonna have more than enough leftovers, so you're kind of getting like, it's a better bang for your buck almost because you'll have leftovers. You know what I mean? You know what I mean.
It's time for dessert.
Thank goodness.
This shouldn't be allowed. Like, you shouldn't be allowed to also have this drink when you have literally.
Everyone asks where the leftovers go. I'm finishing them. This is the Some Beach. It is Captain Morgan, blue curacao, banana, lime, and pineapple. That is a tangy beach. Whenever I hear banana in a drink, I'm terrified. I'm like, I don't want it. I don't want it. Bananas make me think of like my morning smoothies. You can't taste much of a banana at all in here. Do you taste slightly orange Julius, but boozy, but limey?
Yes. It's also kind of Capri Sunny.
Oh, like the Pacific Cooler one. Giving us childhood.
Adult child.
Adult child. Redneck Mai Tai.
Oh no.
This has coconut rum, dark rum, Mountain Dew, melon liqueur, and pineapple juice. I am so happy that Blake allows Mountain Dew in his restaurant. You know, I think it gets a bad rap. It's not fair. What did Mountain Dew ever do to you? Oh my goodness. It's really like a candy. It's, what is the candy that I'm tasting? Maybe it's, if I take another sip, I'm just about to get real drunk. It's this melon candy that I had at the nail salon the other day. Melon spark flavor to it, and then it has the rum flavor, which is gonna always give me sunscreen. Like, I can't help it. Rum equals sunscreen in my mind. So it has a sunscreen, melon, spark. That one is
just
keep going with the drinks. Just keep going.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, we have the Warden, which is peach bourbon, iced tea, and lemon juice. This sounds delicious. This sounds like an iced tea, and it has a little mason jar. This is gonna be my favorite. Oh no, maybe it won't be my favorite. What I like about this is that the iced tea isn't super sweet. It's like a dry tea with the bourbon peach. Can you try? Can you just?
Yeah.
You're like, oh, if I have to.
You said that was the only one I was gonna try.
I know.
It literally is like Lipton iced tea.
Okay, we're gonna do something that's not alcohol because that seems important. They have a lot of different desserts that come in mason jars, and they're these cute little tiny mason jars, and they do based off of like seasonal flavors. So right now we have a white chocolate pumpkin cheesecake mason jar, and then we have one of their standards that they'll always have, and we have the banana pudding mason jar. This, it's a slight fun fact, it's like a quick fun fact, is that they actually have a pastry chef in-house at this location that makes these, which honestly makes sense because these look way too perfect. Okay, we're gonna try the white chocolate pumpkin cheesecake mason jar first. And it has these cute little white chocolate chips on here, and then I'm assuming that's like a pumpkin pie spice on top. Oh, wow, okay. When you lift it up, it's like, because the cheesecake is so thick and creamy, it really kind of sticks to the mason jar when it's trying to come out. This is super light and delicate on the pumpkin side. Very easy to polish off the entire thing. I would say it's almost not even shareable. It just evaporates on your tongue. I'm not a huge fan of white chocolate, but the white chocolate in this is very, very subtle. So it's not like you're tasting like candle wax, you know? Banana pudding at a Southern style restaurant, it better be the best of the best. I have very high hopes for this. Oh, and then the perfect little drips on the side. It looks like straight out of a magazine. Okay, there's layers down here. Oh no, it's messy. She's messy. See, I do really love the pumpkin cheesecake, but the banana is just hitting the spot, especially if you're having like a bunch of different Southern style food. I feel like this just polishes off the perfect evening. And it's a perfect amount. A lot of desserts we get are these absurd mountains of things. Having this tiny little mason jar is the right amount that you're actually gonna finish. And between the two, I think that the banana pudding cheesecake is just delightful. It's light, it's fluffy. The only thing I would say is that I want more Nilla wafers in mine. I want mainly Nilla wafers and a little banana pudding. So I would just be like, can you make sure the one that you get for me has extra Nilla in it somehow? But trying the seasonal ones, I mean, I think if you're on a date, you know, you order one, they order the other, you taste and compare. That's how I would do it.
I know. It's okay.
I'm trying my best. I'm really trying my best, but oh man. I think it went downhill when I was like, the tea tastes like tea. And then I was like, the Mountain Dew tastes like sparks. I am so glad we came here during a hurricane, came down and did this. There's nowhere else I'd rather be with you, Chels, than at Ole Red with Hurricane Nikki. You like?
Exactly. And that's just cheers. Goodbye.
You know we're gonna be stuck here.